Hello students, this is Sudeep Yadav from Spectrum Chemistry, and students, if you're first time visiting to my channel, so please like and subscribe my channel and press the bell icon to get a best explanation of NCERT book class 10th subject science. And in science we will discuss chemistry. And students, today in this video we are going to start a new chapter, that is metals and non-metals. So let's start students. What are the metals and non-metals? Let's see. Now first, introduction. Okay, metals and non-metals are different type of the materials present around us. In the elements can be divided into the metals and the non-metals. And it is important to know whether a particular element is a metal or a non-metal. Metals like copper and the aluminium are the good conductors of the heat and the electricity, while the non-metals such as phosphorus and sulfur are the insulators. Materials are the distinguished as above based on their properties. So let's see students, what are metals? Majority element in the periodic tables are the metals. This is the very important point, means majority elements in the periodic table are the metals. And this includes alkali metals, transition metals, lanthanides, actinides and alkaline earth metals. Metals are separated by non-metals on a periodic table through a zigzag line starting from the carbon till radon. The elements between the two are phosphorus, selenium and iodine. These elements and elements right to them in the periodic table are the non-metals. Elements present just to the left of the line are termed as semi-metals or metalloids, means both kind of the properties these elements will show. Okay, these will have two combined properties of both metals and the non-metals. Now non-metals occupy the upper right hand portion of the periodic table. Considering the properties of the non-metals, it is not shiny, malleable or ductile, nor are they good conductors of the electricity. These properties of the non-metals provide one means by which we can distinguish distinguish metal from the non-metals. Now properties of the non-metals have less in the common with each other than the metals. Their physical and chemical properties are widely. Some non-metals are solids and some are the gaseous at the room temperature. So let's see students, what are the non-metals? Very few elements in the periodic table are the non-metals. These are present on the right hand side in the periodic table. Elements that come under the non-metals are the sulfur, carbon and the halogens, that is chlorine, fluorine, bromine, iodine and phosphorus, hydrogen, oxygen, selenium, nitrogen and noble gases. So these all are the non-metals. In the periodic table, non-metals are located left of the halogens and to the right of the metalloids. Since noble gases and halogens are also non-metals, these elements are often referred to as non-metals. So students, these all elements which we have discussed under this heading, that is the what are the non-metals, these all will be the non-metals. Okay, Now come to the important point, that is the physical properties of the metals. What are the physical properties of the metals? So let's see students. Number first term, that is the hardness. So most of the metals are the hard except alkali metals like sodium, potassium, such as sodium, potassium and the lithium etc. are very soft metals. These can be cut by using a knife. So these are the exception, means sodium, potassium and the lithium. Now strength. Most of the metals are the strong and have high tensile strength. Because of this, big structures are made using metals such as copper and iron, except sodium and the potassium, which are the soft metals. Now state. Metals are solid at the room temperature except mercury. Okay. Now sound. Metals produce ringing sound, so metals are called sonorous. Sound of the metals is also known as metallic sound. This is the cause that the metal wires are used in making musical instruments. Now next point, that is conduction. Metals are a good conductor of heat and the electricity. This is the cause that electric wires are made of metals like copper and the aluminium. Now next, malleability. Metals are the malleable. This means metals can be beaten into a thin sheet. Because of this property, iron is used in making big ships. So this is the very important point of the metals, that is the malleability, and this is very significant. Now next, this point repeated here. Okay, sorry. Now next, ductility. Metals are ductile. This means metals can be drawn into thin wire. Because of this property, a wire is made of the metals, and most ductile metal is the gold. So this is very important point, that is the ductility. Now melting and boiling point. Metals have generally high melting and boiling point due to the strong bond, except sodium and the potassium metals, which have low melting and boiling point. Sorry. Now next, density. Most of the metals have a high density. Now color. Most of the metals are grey in color, but gold and copper are the exceptions. So here we have seen the number of the physical properties of the metals. Now we are going to discuss the physical properties of the non-metals. Number first, they are the non-lustrous. That is, they do not have shining surface except graphite and the iodine. Next, they are generally soft except diamond, and they are non-ductile. Now they are the non-malleable, means they are having no malleability, and they are the poor conductors of the electricity and heat. Exceptions: graphite is a good conductor of the electricity. Why? Because the existence of the free electron in its structure. So this is the important point, that graphite is good conductor of the electricity. They have low density compared to metals and low melting point except diamond, which has high melting point. So I hope students, you must have